Hi everyone, Adam Parrish here. It's March 14th. I'm in Louisville for the Nationals. Play will start tomorrow, but that's not going to keep me from playing in the Daily Dash. All right, here we are. Okay, partner has opened a club, and we have 14 high card points with a good 6-card diamond suit. That's pretty good. So I'm going to start with a diamond, and partner bids a heart. Now, the way I would play that shows an unbalanced hand. I'm not 100% sure about the robots here. So now I want to bid 4th suit forcing. And some people play 1 spade, some people play 2 spades. I'm curious to see what the robot thinks. So the robot thinks that 2 spades is 4th suit forcing. That's fine. I will live with that. And why 4th suit forcing? Well, I have enough for game for sure, and I want to figure out where. I don't know if we belong in no trump because I don't have a spade stopper. You know, partner could be 6-5 and we have a heart fit. Partner could have a diamond fit. So here, I mean, partner's jumping. Usually a jump in a game forcing auction shows extra strength. A jump to 3-no trump. It's the opposite of when we're in a suit. So if we have agreed on a major suit and we're in a game 4, jumping to game is the weakest thing. That's fast arrival. But fast arrival doesn't apply in no trump. So when we jump to 3-no trump, it usually shows extra strength, like 15 to 17 points. I don't know if I can expect that from Mr. Robot here. And it seems like the hand's kind of a misfit. I'm just going to pass. And here we go. Hold on real quick. I'm going to hide these things and make the thing a little bigger. Okay. So partner does have a spade stopper. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, minimum hand. So I would have just rebid a no trump with the north hand. In the Walsh style, when responder bids a diamond, they're not going to have a 4-card major very often. And if they do, they have enough that they're going to bid again. They're going to reverse. They're game forcing. So there's no need to show a 4-card major with opener's hand after a club of diamond. So let's see. We're going to get probably 6 diamond tricks and 1 spade for sure. We can set up a few hearts, 3 heart tricks. It's just going to be a matter of where the ace of spades is, really, and the ace of hearts. So the danger is, we win this, and East is led from like ace jack 10, and West gets in with the ace of hearts and puts a spade through, and they take some number of spades. But there's nothing we can do about that, And if West has the ace of spades, we have a second stopper, and we're golden. And now there's nothing to this hand, right? We're going to knock out the ace of hearts. And all the hearts are good. We'll just double check the diamonds here. That looks good, and we'll claim. Easy peasy. Okay, easy hand. All right, white against red, 2 spades by the robot. So that could be pretty aggressive. First seat white against red, often a 5-card suit. I mean, like, for a human. I don't know exactly about the robot, but we have 8, 9, 12, 13. We have a good hand. 16. We could make a takeout double, but we have 5 good hearts. That seems like the better bid. So, and coming in at the 3 level shows a pretty good hand to begin with. We're vulnerable, so even better. There's no need to double and bid with a hand like this. This is about what a 3-heart bid should look like. I mean, we could be a little lighter than this for sure, but not too much. Okay, so they've led a spade, not surprising, but partner has really good spades. Remember, East opened 2 spades, and there's 4 in the dummy. So if East has 6 of them, there's 6, 4, 2, 1, and West is leading a doubleton. I don't really need, I could play the queen here and hope that West goes up with the king, but they probably won't, and if I hold on to the queen jack, I can take a roughing finesse later. Now that requires some dummy entries, which I don't really have, but it's a possibility. So we've got a lot of losers on this hand, and I think this hand might actually be easier to think of in terms of winners. So 5 heart winners in the ace of spades is 6, and so I'm trying to find a few more. If I can set a spade trick up, that's great, and then it's about getting over there. If I can get the opponents to lead clubs for me, they'll set up a trick. And, the 10-9-8 of diamonds offers some possibilities. But obviously entries are an issue. So winning here, and now I have one obvious entry to the dummy, which is the Queen of Hearts. So I want to use that judiciously. Usually I would start this suit with the Queen to unblock, right? But because I want to get over there and use this entry, right? And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to lead the 10 of diamonds, hoping that I can get East to cover. Right? That'll knock out the ace, but now I can knock out the Queen. Right? And now my 9 and my 8 are high. And I got them to switch to clubs. That's fine. So now the spades are high. So I'm going to throw, let's throw a club here. And there's another trump left. But that's fine, right? It's almost like no trump at this point because I have all these tricks. So, I mean, I might as well just take the good spades while I'm over here and give him the ace of clubs. So I'd say we did really well on that one. But it's about using that one entry that we have, to best use. So we only get over there once. Let's play a diamond. And I wanted them to cover, so I played the 10. And I wanted them to play clubs for me. I got them to do all of those things. All right, 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 5-4 in the majors, I'm not going to open a no trump. Like a lot of the time, 5-4, 2-2, I will, but not with 5-4 in the majors. I just don't need to, right? Because I have an easy rebid. And partner doesn't know how strong I am, but if partner can't cough up another bid, we're not missing a game here, right? Partner has a 6 count. So let's see. We have to choose a master hand, and I think it's right to choose the south hand because we have the more shape, the better trumps. So we've got a heart loser, we've got 4 spade losers, a diamond, and a club. So it's very unlikely that we're avoiding these minor suit losers. And so it's going to be about the major suits, and so I need to play on spades and hearts. And I want to finesse in hearts, and I want to finesse in spades by leading up to the king-queen and maybe rough once or twice. So it cost me basically nothing to duck here, to play the 3, right? The chances that I am blowing to a singleton club are just so low. And good things can happen, right? Very often, East will play third hand high, if they have one of the honors. If West is led away from, Queen 10, third, fourth, whatever, and East has King 9, and they're supposed to play the 9, but it's hard for them to know that. And they put up an honor, and then I can finesse the Jack on the second round. Right? Now this could go badly if they haven't led away from the honor, but I'm going to take a chance, of course. Right? I was going to throw the diamond away, but it was worth a shot. Okay. Well, now I have to just play spades out of my hand. And I can pitch 1 on the club, which is nice. This is not going well. This is not going well. They made a good lead that they're going to over-rough me. Okay. Now I can take this finesse. Look at that. We survived. We survived. But you see here, like, they lead this club, and it was the 7 of clubs that they led, right? So that could easily, I'm missing so many high ones. It could be from King 10, 8, 7 or something like that. King 9, 8, 7, where it's not enough to lead top of a interior sequence, right? If they don't have that sort of thing, right? So I play low, and the queen comes, and now I'm hoping that West has led away from the king so that I can play low to the jack and then cash the ace and throw my diamond away. Now they did well to switch to diamonds and expose my loser so that when I play the club and it loses, they've now set their diamond up. So they defended well. They made a good lead. And I know that the robots don't like to lead away from honors, and so I knew there was a good chance this was going to blow up in my face. But it was just too good an opportunity to pass up. Okay, 12 high card points and a good club suit. I like to be pretty solid with my 2-level overcalls. If I'm going to have only 5 of them, I'm going to have a good suit. This certainly qualifies. And when they open a diamond, a 2-club overcall is really preemptive. Now, that doesn't mean it's weak, right? It's not a jump. But by preemptive, I just mean it takes up a lot of room so that responder can't bid a major. They can't bid a heart or a spade at the 1 level. It makes the opponent's life a lot more difficult. So when I'm deciding whether to overcall or not, one of the factors I take into account is how much room am I taking up? How much more difficult am I making responder's life? Now, I would love to keep my spades in the picture, but I can't make a takeout double with a doubleton heart, right? What am I going to do if partner bids hearts? If I double and partner bids hearts and then I bid clubs, I just doubled and bid. I made a power double, right? I don't have that. So all I can do is bid 2 clubs here. Pass, pass. So now I could come in with 2 spades. And partner would know, okay, Adam has 5 or 6 clubs and good spades. But the thing is, my hand just isn't really worth another bid, right? I've told my story with 2 clubs. If it's right to compete, partner can do it. That's the thing. When you're in the direct seat like this, you don't have to do it all yourself. So yeah, I think we just have to pass. Right. Okay, our turn to lead. I actually like to lead the queen from ace, king, queen. Partner can figure it out, right? The ace, like, okay, I have ace, king, but partner doesn't know about the queen. Like, when I lead the queen, especially when I've bid the suit and the jacks and the dummy, like, it's really clear what's going on. The partner. Okay, 5 clubs in the dummy. Well, I'm glad we didn't bid clubs anymore. And 9 high card points in the dummy. It's a pretty good dummy. Right? If we had passed, like, they can bid a no trump. We took that away by bidding 2 clubs. They have nothing to say over 2 clubs. They have a 9 count, but they have no major to show. So let's see, we had 12, right? And so there's 9 in the dummy. That's 21. Declarer opened in 3rd seat, but bid again, right? Remember, they opened a diamond and then rebid 2 diamonds. So they have 6 of them. They could have just opened 2 diamonds. So if they had only 10, 11 points, even 12 points in 3rd seat opposite a passed hand, they might have opened 2 diamonds. So they should have a fairly solid opening bid. So we said 21 points between us and dummy. Let's give declarer 13. So that's 34. 6 for partner. Could be a little more, a little less. So partner has played the 7. So let's see. We can see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 10 is the only one missing. Partner has the 10. If partner had the 10, they would have 10, 7, and they would play high-low to give us count. So I think partner started with a singleton club. So that means I can either cash the king or the ace, and East will have to follow suit, or I could play a low one and let partner ruff. I'm not particularly worried about setting up clubs in the dummy since I have the ace-king left, so I don't really need to force partner to ruff here. He could have queen third of diamonds and it's a natural trump trick. So I'm going to cash a club. Which club do I cash? Partner knows I have ace, king, queen. So this is a suit preference situation. The king is the normal card, so it's kind of neutral or hearts. And the ace says I have something in spades. Well, my only other card is in spades, so I should do that. So I'm going to play the ace of clubs. And partner, okay, so we misread. We were on the wrong page with our partner there. That happens. I think my partner should play the 10 and give me count. Now, I won't know, do they have singleton 10 or 10-7, but at least that way when they play the 7, I know they don't have 10-7. Okay, well, we're just following suit here. And now, right, if I play a club, that's going to start setting up cards in the dummy. Right? If I play the king now, declare can ruff, and the jack sets up. So that's no good. It looks as though partner has the king of diamonds. Right? Declare played ace and then a low one. So giving partner a ruff, if partner just has the king left, isn't going to help. So now it's a matter of, do I lead away from my queen of spades, or do I lead from my little doubleton in hearts? Remember, we think partner has 6 points, give or take. And if 3 of those are the king of diamonds, it doesn't leave them much. But they could have the king of hearts, or they could have the king of clubs, or king of spades. If they have the king of hearts, they're getting it whether we play it or not. Right? The danger of leading the spade right now is the declarer has like king jack, and we give the trick away. If they have king jack 10, they're going to finesse us anyway. Right? Because we're the ones who bid. I don't like any of my choices here. Has partner had any opportunity to signal here? I mean, they played 7-10 of clubs, but I don't know that we should read anything into that. And they did play low-high in trumps, right? I forget what their first card was, but I'm pretty sure it was lower than the 7. I would have noticed if they played high-low. So that's an opportunity for suit preference. So if partner had the king of spades, they really should have played high-low in diamonds. So that's all I have to go on. I'm gonna play a heart. Okay, well, we did well. Partner is the queen of diamonds. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, declare could have just taken ace king of diamonds and left the queen out, but whatever. Do I need the last club? Not really. Well, that's not true. The 9 of hearts could be an entry. And if it is, declare can ruff another one. So yeah, I'm just going to play a spade. Does it matter which spade? I mean, it's a signal. I already showed something in spades, and you know, I have like the minimum I could possibly have, so I'll go low there. Now I don't need to hold on to the 9 of clubs. Declare doesn't have enough entries, right? They need 2 entries to dummy to set up a club. One to get over there and ruff, and then another to get back over and cash it. So I can afford a club here. And now we'll just play here. Right, and we knew they were going to finesse me. That's fine, right? Why didn't partner take the king of spades? This hand was not at all what I thought it was. I mean, declare has jack 10, 8 of spades, so they're just taking a double finesse, so that doesn't matter at all. But I don't know why they didn't open 2 diamonds. Yeah. All right, well, partner had more than we thought they were going to. That's usually not the worst thing in the world. All right, pass a heart. We have 15 high card points. So this hand qualifies for both a takeout double and a 1-no trump overcall. But I like takeout double a lot more. 1-no trump overcalls are much riskier than 1-no trump openings. One big reason being the opponents always have a penalty double. If it goes 1 of something and I overcall a no trump and they double, that's a penalty double. Especially with my partner being a passed hand, the chances that West has 10 points and can double me, yeah. So, you know, I have ace king of hearts, but if I had ace king third, I would like that a lot more. But just a bare 15, I don't like it for no trump. So, but double's safe enough. And so my partner bids 2 clubs, no jump, just a simple answer. We're going to pass. And they, interesting. So they balance in with 2 hearts. So West didn't have enough to bid 2 hearts over the double, but now in the balancing seat they're coming in. And partner likes their clubs enough to compete. And East is competing. You know, the problem here is half of our hand is the ace king of hearts, so it's very defensive. Like, you know, we have for clubs, and we have a little more strength than we might. Do we think they're making 3 hearts? I mean, I'm taking ace, king of hearts, and presumably ace of clubs, and very likely king of diamonds behind the opening bidder. So I have 4 likely tricks in my hand. And partner did bid again. You know, like the queen of spades in their hand might be enough. They could have the king of clubs and the clubs split. You know, do I think we're making 4 clubs? No. I mean, even if partner has like 6 clubs, and we have 2 hearts is 8, and even if partner has a 3rd heart, so we can get a heart ruff is 9, and the king of diamonds, like maybe that gets us up to 10, yeah. But, you know, partner doesn't have to have six clubs. So I don't think we're making, I don't think they're making. That suggests defense for sure. Am I confident enough about that to double? No. And because the opponents aren't vulnerable, the risk reward on this double just is off. Right? If I'm wrong, I just have a total 0. And if I'm right and I set them 1, I go from 50 to 100. So I'm only beating the other people who are, you know, defending 3 hearts. Now, because it's a robot game, there's going to be a lot less variation in the auction. And so, you know, most people are going to double with my hand. And after that, the robot did its thing, right? And so that's pretty much going to be what happens at the other tables. Now, our robot here on Swan is not static. We have a few different convention cards that the robot plays. So people will be playing with a North robot that's a little different. So that could add some variance. But my point is that a lot of people are going to face this position and have to decide, right? And a lot of them are going to pass it out. And if we are beating 3 hearts, we might actually see a fair number of match points for turning 50 into 100. But I don't have the stomach for it. I don't want to put all of my marbles on that one. All right, so now we need to make an opening lead. And partners bid clubs a couple times, but you know, I don't want to lead away from the ace. I don't want to lead the ace if I can avoid it. I'm just leading the trump. Looks kind of obvious. I can take a look at the dummy. I'll get a second. Like, I don't really want to be on lead here, so I'm also just getting these cards out of my hand. Partner played high-low, queen jack. Well, I mean, partner must have 5 clubs or 6 clubs, meaning declare has at most 1. So the only danger of cashing the ace of clubs is that declare has a singleton king and it sets the queen up, and you know, declare can get a pitch. What else am I going to do if I don't play the ace of clubs? I could play the jack of spades, I guess, but it just seems like that's going to blow the spade suit up. I'm playing the ace of clubs. All right. So let's make things really easy for partner and play the 10 and just finesse through the queen, right? Declare is going to ruff, but that's fine, right? Making declare a ruff is a good defensive strategy. So I'm going to play high-low to give count here. And what do I throw here? I mean, clearly I need to hold on to my spades. I don't really need my clubs, do I? They could be useful just to force declare later. Partner had queen jack doubleton of hearts, so declare has 6 of them to the 10. Ace king of spades, stiff jack of clubs. Right? They open the bidding in second seat. So what have we found out about 7? 8 points. So they have to have like all of the diamond cards, right? Not that it really matters at this point. So I can throw a diamond, but I can throw clubs too. Oh, they played it well. See, they end played me. But there's really nothing I could do about that. Little squeeze end play. That was nice. Let's look at that again because they did that well. So we knew they had ace queen of diamonds, and they knew that if they took a diamond finesse, it was going to lose, right? So we led the 2 rounds of trumps. Ace of clubs, make him rough. Partner played high-low in spades, right? So I knew Declarer had the last spade. And the problem now is that when they play these hearts, I have to hold on to both of my spades. And so, you know, I end up having to throw all of my clubs away. And so now, when Declarer throws me in hearts, I have to lead away from the diamond. So the only way I could have gotten around this would be to throw the 8 and the deuce of diamonds. And, you know, make it look like I'm out of clubs. And then maybe Declarer does this and I have a club left at the end. That's what I should have done. I should have seen this coming. I was lazy. And notice that, you know, if I do that and Declarer figures it out, I haven't lost anything because I was always in trouble anyway. Honestly, I didn't trust my partner's count signal, but they did play high-low. I should have trusted it. Yeah. Didn't trust partner. All right. 15. No. 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17. Yeah, 17. So 1 no trump. Double. They play don't. I was in charge of choosing the robot system. I chose don't because I think that's the simplest one for people to play. That's what I teach my my newer students. So double shows 1 suit, probably not spades. 2 clubs is just pass or correct. So if I were to double here, I would say I have good clubs, which, you know, I don't. So I'm going to pass. And so by passing, West clearly has clubs, and now partner's diamond bid is natural. You know, we're just kind of running, you know, we're just competing here. So, all right, I'll do that. East could have competed to 3 clubs if they wanted to, so, but we're not surprised when we have 4 clubs. They're probably 6, 4, 2, 1, something like that. So partner has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we have 24 between us. So we're certainly losing the ace of clubs, the ace of diamonds. We're almost certainly losing a second diamond. And we have a heart loser to deal with, the 3rd round heart loser, which if the spade split, we could throw it, or we have a roughing finesse coming in the club suit with our Jack 10. Right, we know that West has the ace king, or we presume. Well, could he have 7? It's weird he's playing the ace of clubs here. I mean, whatever, I just have to rough. I might as well rough with the 6, but. So that set that up. So now it's just a matter of the trump suit. I'm not going to mess around too much here. I'll just. Oh, that's why he did it. Well, all right, I only need the 1 pitch, so that's fine. Okay, so we had 8 diamonds to begin with, so they had 5. We drew 1 round of trumps, and East has roughed once with the 10. So the question now is, where's the Jack? Did West start with ace Jack 3rd, right, ace Jack 5, or did East start with Jack 10 little? West has 6 clubs and East 2, which makes East more likely to have diamond length, but you know, we certainly don't know enough to be sure about that. West tried to get their partner roughs, which suggests that they might be short and trying to promote trumps for their partner. So I'm going to play East to have started with Queen Jack, or Jack 10 3rd. Yes! All right, now we have the rest, right? Because our spades are high and our Jack of clubs is high to throw the heart away, and right? Ace King is good. All right. While we're here, let's look at how we did yesterday. So I can go to history and look at the robot tournaments and see yesterday's Daily Dash. Oh, we won! Look at that. 69%. Well, thanks to all of you who are playing in the Daily Dash. We appreciate it. You know, this is still in beta, so we're testing it out. I want to thank Philip Martin, one of our developers who developed this, wrote it all. So it's still a work in progress, but I think it's a really fun game, and our robots are a lot of fun to play with. Thanks to Hans Laber, who's the developer of the Q+ robot. So, yeah, can we look at the boards here? 2 hearts. I don't even remember these hands, but none of them were below average except the first one, huh? 2 hearts in the north. Oh, I must have played it badly. No, 140 looks about. Oh, we got 110. Where did I go wrong, folks? Oh, I probably just guessed the spade wrong. All right. Well, thank you all. Check back in tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be able to play. I'm at the Nationals, but you know I can find 30 minutes. All right. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye.